God is speaking to you right now. Don't ignore this.
The unfolding of eternity, God's journey through time. The concept of time is the ultimate human cage. We perceive it as a linear river flowing from a fixed past toward an uncertain future. But if we are to discuss God's journey, we must first dismantle the human clock. To an infinite being, time is not a sequence. It is a landscape, viewed all at once from a height we can barely imagine. What follows is an exploration of the great intersection, the points where the eternal collided with the temporal, and why the implications of this journey are more radical than most religious traditions dare to admit. 1. The pre-temporal silence. Before, when was when. Before the Big Bang, or the fiat lux, there was no time. Physics tells us that time is linked to space and matter. Without them, there is only the eternal now. Theological frameworks often describe this as the aseity of God, a state of being completely self-sufficient and outside of any causal chain. In this journey, the first step wasn't a movement through space, but the creation of the dimension of time itself. The shocking truth: God did not wait billions of years to create the universe. Waiting requires the passage of time. God exists in the simultaneity of eternity, meaning the end of the universe is just as present to the divine as its beginning. 2. The Great Descent, entering the Chronos. The most jarring shift in this journey occurs when the infinite decides to participate in the finite. Across various traditions, this is the incarnation, or the avatar. When the divine enters time, it submits to the laws of entropy. This is the ultimate paradox. The timeless becomes subject to a heartbeat. The infinite occupies a few liters of space. The unchanging experiences the process of aging. This isn't just a religious story, it's a metaphysical crisis. It suggests that God's journey is not one of distant observation, but of radical empathy. By entering time, God experiences loss, a concept that cannot exist in a static eternity. 3. The geometry of divine time. To understand how God travels, we have to look at the math of dimensions. If we live in a 3D world moving through 1D time, a line, a divine being likely operates in a way that treats time as a higher spatial dimension. Imagine a 2D ant crawling across a movie film strip. The ant only sees one frame at a time. You, the human, can see the whole reel unrolled on the floor. You can see the beginning, middle, and end simultaneously. In this model, God doesn't foresee the future like a psychic. God inhabits the future just as he inhabits the past. This dissolves the conflict between free will and predestination. You are free to choose, but God is already present at the moment you make the choice. 4. The shocking evolution. Is God changing? Traditional theology argues that God is immutable, unchanging. However, if God's journey through time is a genuine experience, we encounter a shocking possibility. God is enriched by the journey. Process theology suggests that as the universe expands and evolves, God's experience expands with it. If God is love, and love requires an object, then the creation of time allowed God to move from self-love to relational love. This implies that the journey isn't just for us, it's for the divine. Every human tear, every supernova, and every breakthrough in consciousness adds a new color to the divine spectrum that wasn't there in the pretemporal silence. 5. The end of the journey. The Omega Point. Where is this journey headed? Pierre Teilhard de Chardin proposed the Omega Point, a future state of maximum complexity and consciousness toward which the universe is evolving. The truth that shocks is that time may not be a circle or a line, but a spiral. We aren't just waiting for the end of the world, we are participating in the becoming of a new state of existence where time and eternity finally merge. Stage. Mode of existence. Relationship to time. The alpha. Pure potentiality. Outside/above time. The incarnation. Physical manifestation. Subject to time. The present. Sustaining spirit, pervading time. The omega. Universal integration. Transcending time. 6. The implications for you. If God's journey through time is real, then you are a coordinate on that map. You aren't a random accident in a cold vacuum. You are a specific point where the eternal has decided to check in to the temporal. Your life is a localized experience of the divine journey. When you feel out of time or rushed, you are feeling the friction of an eternal soul trapped in a temporary biological clock. The ultimate truth? The journey of God doesn't happen to us, it happens through us. We are the eyes